Hello, very good. How are you all? Well, I'm regular. I continue as always with my headaches, my dizziness, my balance test, and this. But today I'm going to talk about a topic. There are many people who are asking me on the Facebook page and in YouTube videos what experience I have to talk about brain tumors and how I talk about tumors, pain, headaches, dizziness, vertigo, all that. You have not yet realized that I am a victim, that I am operated on for a brain tumor, that I have this whole side, as you can see, paralyzed, that I can't move it. I can't move it. I can only move this side, close this eye. This eye I can't close, and I have this side of the dead ear, the dead balance of the tinnitus ear I have open here. All this I have open, all this I have open. That's why I speak, and that's why I explain my headaches, my dizziness, my expert imbalance, and that's why I'm talking about a topic that I'm not a doctor, but I'm an expert because I'm suffering from. So I talk about my situation, that there are people who are not like me. Yeah, right? There are people who are better than me, but there are also people who are worse than me, and people who are like me, because a brain tumor leaves you with many consequences, and there are people who leave you with more. People who leave you less, people who leave you the same as me, and it is a world. That's why I speak and explain for myself. I have gone for a walk, I have become dizzy, I have fallen, I have lost my balance, my head hurts a lot. Why do I explain, and what are the headaches like? Well, it hurts here, here, here. Why do I explain it? Because I suffer from it. I suffer from trigen analgesia, that all this brings me, and with electricity cramps that are unbearable. Why do I explain it? Because I suffer it. That's why I know how to explain it, and that's why I can make videos explaining it. I'm not an expert. Don't ask me. I have such a tumor. How can I be cured? What medication? Because I really can't do it there. I can help you, but about my illness I can help you, and I can give you advice on how I have made my recovery, how I manage it, how I do it, how I maintain it, how I maintain myself well. What do I do? Things that don't hurt me. What do I do when it hurts? What medication do I take when it hurts? How do I take fentanyl patches? And I have a neurostimulator installed that I have here, the device in my chest, and here I have some cables that control me and give me electricity, electrodes to control headaches. I can explain all this because I suffer it firsthand. I can explain all that, but don't ask me. Tumors that I don't, because I already make the other tumors clear. I look for the information and explain it, but I'm not a doctor. Don't pay attention to me at all. I'm just a person who explains things in a way that he suffers, and there are people who suffer the same as me, and we can have a conversation saying, well, I fix it like this, I fix it like this, and then these videos serve to help each other. They give me advice, and I give advice, and together a little bit, because we pass the hot ball to each other and we take the chestnuts out of the fire as if it were in Spanish. But I'm not a doctor, I'm not an expert or anything, but I can talk about my tumor perfectly because I wake up every day with a headache. Every day I get dizzy. Every day I lose my balance. Every day I can fall. I need a walking stick. And all that I can say, I can speak it in the first person because I am suffering it in my flesh. So here I do say that I can speak no because the doctor has studied it, but he doesn't suffer from it, and I don't suffer. And so that's why I speak well here and explain myself well and explain in detail. And I can explain that when I go up some stairs and I'm 2 floors up, I get dizzy and I have to sit on the floor because I fall to the floor. A doctor will tell you that yes, you can lose your balance climbing stairs, but he will not tell you how or when or pray. And I can explain it, just as I can also explain that if I walk a lot, I end up walking like a drunk. A doctor will tell you, yes, since you have no balance, you will walk losing your balance, you will walk from side to side. But I explain it, it happens to me after 1 kilometer, 1.5 kilometers, that I already start going like that. And if it is a climb to 200, 300 per I'm already walking like a lost drunk because my head hurts and I lose control of my balance. And I can explain this perfectly, and you can ask me on this topic, but on this topic I suffer the same as you suffer. Who ask me that you have the same disease as me, and we ask ourselves why, because we know what it is. But if you ask me about a tumor that I don't have because there are many tumors in my head, well, I always say this tumor. I explain it through information that I found in Fate, that I found on YouTube, I have found on Google, I have found watching videos, looking at files, looking at reports, and I explain a little above. But there I always say, I'm not a doctor, don't listen to me, but in acoustic language, or I suck the entrance exam. As it is said scientifically here, I can explain it perfectly because I suffer it firsthand. I can explain firsthand what wit analgesia is because I suffer from it. What RNA analgesia is, I can explain firsthand because I suffer from it. And what is the major occipital neuralgia, I can also explain because the 3:00 a.m. neuralgia I have and all this, if I combine it with the headaches, well, I can explain my daily state, my dizziness, my punishment that I have because I have no life. I have a life sentence. Because I can never be well, I can go out for a walk for a while, and one day I can walk for 1 hour, walk for 2 hours, and another day in 20 minutes I have to go home because I can't take it anymore. I'm tired, I have a headache, and I'm dizzy and lost. That's why I tell you that I am a little expert here and I can relate to you a little, but there are also people who suffer more than me, who give me. They help me and tell me, no, well, I do this like this, well, I do this like this, and it will go better for you. And I try it, and it is true that it will do better for me. So I make an explanatory video. Well, look, I have tried this. It has gone very well for me because so-and-so told me, and this has worked. And that's why I make explanatory videos and videos of my disease that I always explain very well about other tumors. Warning, I am not a doctor. I read it. I have searched for the information. So-and-so asked me, and he uploaded it, and I made a video explaining what it can or can't be, but always talking about the fact that I am not a doctor, I am just a person. I explain things as they are, as my illness is, as I suffer from it, as I have double vision, because this eye here has become lazy, and then it makes the other eye work, and the other eye doesn't want to make this one work. In the end, it's all a fish that eats its tail. That's why I have double vision. I don't see well. I need to wear glasses. I have them all on me and I take them off to record the video because I don't like to see myself with glasses, but I explain it, and so in 50,000 things I could explain my tumor, how I sleep, how I wake up in the middle of the night with headaches, how do I wake up crying in pain, etc., etc. I can explain all this because I suffer from it, but there are tumors that you ask me, and I look for the information, but I always say it. I have looked for this information. I have not suffered from it. But what is acoustic neuroma or vestibular schwannoma? Here you can ask me because here I am suffering from it in my flesh, and here I am an expert in trigenic neuralgia. You can ask me why I also suffer from it. Occipital neuralgia also suffered from it, and donkey neuralgia also suffer from it. You can ask me all this, how I do it to get rid of the pain on the one hand, because here I suffer it firsthand. When I suffer it firsthand, I can explain it well. Do you understand me? Well, guys, I don't want to hit your head anymore, but these are some comments that I have received. On YouTube, they have written to me, they have told me, oh, how, explain to me what you have because I don't know what, because I don't know how much, because how can you talk like that if you don't have it, if you don't know what it is? Well, I know that I know what my illness is, and I talk about my illness because I know I suffer from it firsthand. Do you understand me? Well, I don't want the video to be lengthy and I want it to be clear. Greetings and see you next day. Goodbye.